Hey guys, welcome back to the Simply Knives YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at probably a knife that's familiar to you all. That's known as kind of like one of the elite value for your money budget options. This is the SOG Terminus XR. I believe that they call their lock the XR lock. Similar to the Benchmade's Axis lock, but kind of sticks out and, you know, just has those ridges on it. It's really easy to access. And I will say that this knife is like just amazingly smooth, and it's so easy to just be able to use that. Has 3 deployment options. You can use the flipper tab, the XR lock, or you can also use the thumb studs. Definitely takes, you know, quite a bit of force to actually use the thumb stud, so the other 2 options are easier. But I will say that thumb studs, you know, maybe you just have to flick it pretty hard. It's not bad. This flipper tab is like pretty sharp. It's not comfortable on, you know, on your finger. So it's not fun to, I guess, just use it a whole lot. Has carbon fiber scales with kind of that milling in the side, which I think it gives it a really nice look. It does have a deep carry pocket clip, which I'm not a big fan of. I just think it looks really clunky and thick. Definitely very functional and effective though, so that's great on it. This is a used knife. It's obviously not on center, but, well, I guess now it is. But I guess it would just depend on how it closes. So this is probably more true to what it actually is. There's like no blade play at all though, so that is nice. But yeah, this is a used knife, so I'm not really gonna evaluate it as I would evaluate a new out-of-the-box knife. So this one is the D2 version. They also have an S35 VN version of this knife. I think that one runs around like $80, and this one runs around $50 or $55, something along those lines. As you can see, it looks really good. Let's do a little size comparison. The Rat 2. You know, pretty similar size. And I believe the blade length is also pretty similar in terms of sharpened edge. To compare it to another sort of Axis lock, we have here the Benchmade full-size Griptilian. We'll go ahead and put these next to each other. So overall length of the Griptilian is a lot longer, but the blades, yeah, Griptilian blade is longer as well. In terms of the Axis lock, with the Griptilian you can use it one-handed, so that's nice. I wonder, yeah, you can do that on this one as well, but you know what? This one's just so comfortable to hold it with both of them. I will say this, of all these, well, hold on. Here's another thing about it. Can't really slow roll it. You can, it's just a lot harder. It's more of a fast opener. But yeah, in terms of any knives that I've had with this sort of Axis lock type mechanism on it, this one I would say is actually the smoothest. Just overall, I don't know. It just feels like once it gets going, it's just on a track to get to where it needs to go. Like, it feels like it just has momentum. I feel like, you know how when you're on a roller coaster and you get the momentum to just start like going downhill. Like once you get this thing moving, it just likes to get to where it's going, I guess. This is a weird way to describe it. This thing does have pretty aggressive jimping on top. You know, definitely does a really good job, but maybe just a tad too sharp. Pretty good handle grip as well because of this milling in the scales. That definitely helps. There is, you know, a small sharpener's tool. I actually have paper today. at you guys. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Well, it doesn't look like it's doing a good job, but I think it's more user error than anything right now, so we'll just keep it going. Maybe not. Maybe it's just not that sharp. No, it's, see, this one is sharp though, I know that. It can't be that sharp though, look at that. But yeah, as I said, this is used. Came to be used, so you can't really fault it for that. Ergonomically speaking, well, feels good in the hand. There's not really any hot spots. The clip, you know, I feel like you can see it kind of jabs into my hand there, but it's not really uncomfortable because of how rounded it is. And then if you're holding it with your left hand, yeah, it's just not really that uncomfortable, which is nice. What else? Yeah, the action on it is good. Just really, really smooth. Super, super fidget friendly. I think that's where this knife absolutely wins. Is that fidget factor. And it is a D2 blade steel, but it hasn't rusted or shown any signs of that at all to me yet. I do like the blade itself. I think it has a nice blade grind. Let me see if we can look at that more up close. There's a nice swedge on top. I guess this is a drop point sort of blade. Looks like it's kind of like a hollow grind. No, it's a flat grind, sorry. But yeah, I mean, the blade looks pretty cool. So it definitely looks pretty tactical. Really aggressive jimping though, so the jimping's a little too aggressive for me. And the action is phenomenal. The ergonomics are just, you know, they're fine. Nothing really super special, but they're not bad, except for the jimping. But yeah, this knife's pretty sick, guys. I think that overall impressions, let's see. Solid knife, amazing action, like a fidget factor, almost like none other. It's like an outclass on fidget factor to a lot of knives. Maybe, you know, just needs to knock down some of the edges to make it a little bit more comfortable. And can improve on that. And the pocket clip looks silly to me. I guess if you really like love the brand SOG, then it wouldn't be too bad. I don't really have any, super opinions on them. Did it cut me? See, it's not that sharp, it didn't cut me. Well, guys, that's all I have for you today on this SOG Terminus XR. It's a lot of fun. And the main takeaway is just its fidgetability. It's probably one of the most, you know, fun fidget factor knives out there, aside from the jimping on the flipper tab. It's just so sharp. But action's great. All right, guys. That's all I have. Peace.